Welcome to another episode of Golden Nuggets Tea and Tales Season 1, powered by Husby, served by Nikki Cowell. Nikki, have you ever had to pull off a miracle to close a deal?
A deal that comes to mind was probably my most exciting deal, and I was so glad to get it over the line. It nearly killed me, but I did it. A while ago, I had a international buyer purchase a unit in a project, and it was a ready property. And he decided he wanted another one because he liked the project, he was getting good returns. So I said to him, okay, I'll find you another unit. And I managed to. And it was another agent's unit, so I was liaising back and forth with her and her seller, me and my international buyer, and obviously he's in the US. And finally, after back and forth for weeks, we finally had the day of technically like a transfer. But because to kind of get this deal across the line, how can I explain it? The deal was going normally through, obviously both companies, but then a third-party agent got involved, and he recommended to the seller of the property that the buyer should just transfer him the full funds of the property directly to him and to cut us out as agents. So obviously this really affected the deal and it caused a lot of problems.
How did you find out about that?
Well, that agent was working on behalf of the developer that was what we were selling for. The apartments in the project, he was working on behalf of the developer. But yeah, I had to jump through hoops to then try and figure out how to explain it's much safer for someone international to transfer their money to a third-party account before it goes to a seller. Because obviously a seller can run off with your money. So we needed to get a manager's check ready for transfer. So obviously I was dealing with everything. And to get this to close on the day of transfer, he had transferred the money to a company who do manager's checks. But I had to go and drive through the desert to a building. I had to go to a floor. They opened the door slightly. They put the hand out. They had a little wallet with checks and things inside. Literally no one said anything. I took the wallet. They shut the door. It freaked me out a little bit. I was like, oh my God, where am I? And then I left. And then I got a phone call from an unknown number.
Right. And
they said, if you need to transfer today, you've got 20 minutes to get to this place. And I was like, I can't get there in 20 minutes. I'm 40 minutes away.
Sounds like a movie.
Yeah, it was literally one of those crazy movies. But I got this phone call. It said, you've got 20 minutes to get to transfer. I said, I'm 40 minutes away. He said, I don't care how you get there. If you want to transfer this deal, you've got to turn up in 20 minutes. I have never driven so fast in my life. So I'm sorry to the Dubai police for this, for the RTA. I did get fines, obviously, but I've never driven so fast in my life. Obviously, the speed limit the whole way, but could not believe it. I managed to get to this location on time within 20 minutes.
20-minute city.
Because it was a 20-minute city. And I made it, and I somehow parked illegally, ran up the stairs of this building, got to the transfer centre, transferred, and I couldn't believe it. And I'm not joking. After everything had gone through, everything was finished, I started crying in my car and I was so happy. Got my bags and literally an hour later I had to catch a flight. I had to get a flight. And I was so glad I finally transferred before having to catch my flight, and because I was going away for 3 weeks. So had it not got done, it wouldn't have got done.
Wouldn't have happened.
Anyway, it was honestly the most anxiety-provoking deal I've ever done, because obviously there was just not. It wasn't great.
Stretching.
There was a bit of stretching, but yeah, it was literally like being in a movie, and I'll never forget it. Would I do it again? Absolutely not.
No.
But got it done.
You got
closed
it done.
the deal, and also his money was safe. Transfer was absolutely fine. Everyone won.
Most stressful.
The agent got paid. Everyone got paid. It was fabulous. So yeah.
Learning from that.
Absolutely.
There's always got to be one crazy deal, hasn't there?
Yeah, of course. But as an agent who's gone through that, don't do that. Just, try and keep your deals as simple as possible. But I appreciate that some people can get in the way of deals, but they're still possible to close.
Yeah.
And you can fix it. You just have to apologize and try and fix a scenario the best you can, and then speed down the motorway and close the deal.
I'm trying to just piece together the missing parts of the story. But
I can tell you that when the camera's off.
Right. Okay, thank you for that. Any miracles you've had to pull off to close a deal, drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear the tea.